So here's the Pro 98's temporary replacement. I actually had plans on removing the Pro 98 and keeping it in my personal collection. But I'm going to probably do another video, which will be an autopsy video where I go over the control board. I obviously know what's going on. There's a capacitor on there that's kind of screwed up, so we'll have a look at that later on down the road. But this is the machine I put up here in its place. I hope this isn't permanent. I have a more basic Craftsman chain drive, one that has a single light on the front and a gray case of this style that was made around the same time. So I'm thinking of putting that machine up there, and that's going to be the machine I use up here. That'll probably stay here, but I'm going to probably put the Challenger up here as well. And if I get any other openers. But the Pro 88 is safe. Pro 98. I have the light cover and case over here. The opener is back over here if you didn't see already. And I did show the video of it, but I'm going to probably make another video later on. Here is the receiver, the remote, and wall panel for the Genie, which I'm going to put all over in that area so I can have it all together. But Craftsman I'm running right now, I have a few remotes for it. This was a kind of in-box unit. Here's the owner's manual for it. Here's one of the remotes, which doesn't work. I have a whole bunch of these remotes now, by the way, including its one single button remote. The wall button, this is actually the one for the one light unit because I was planning on putting that one up. This I just wanted to put up because I wanted to put this one up at some point in time. Notice how that's really high up there. It's because I didn't have anyone helping me install this, and I couldn't install it lower on the piece because it would touch the spring while I was installing it. So the rail was kind of slanted back a little bit, and I could probably make the opener be raised up a little bit more, but that's not really a good thing to do because you don't really want that arm being very long. I think we have compact fluorescent lights in here, which we do, so that's nice. Craftsman half horsepower. This is actually probably one of my favorite machines in terms of the modern Craftsman stuff. The belt drive variant of this we had at our vacation house up in Michigan. So would love to get a belt drive version of this. And I actually have that modern belt drive Craftsman, which I might just do a sprocket swap and put the belt drive sprocket on here and then give this the belt drive rail and belt. And then I can finally have the belt drive variant of this machine. So, and if I can do that, I'll put that unit up on my door. I just need to get the wall panel with the motion sensor on it. This one came with the normal one with the light and lock on it, but there's one that has the light and lock and a motion sensor right here. And that's the one that the machine that I mentioned had. It also had it was the free 90 with the remotes and the red code pad, which I actually have outside. I'll show that to you. So let's run this thing up and down. Very smooth. I did actually go through the trouble of putting safety sensors in here. I'm taking the Genie sensors out. I'm keeping those. There's the bottom of the door. There's no seal on it. This is an old OHD wood door. As for the code pad, because I did too lazy to get a battery for one of the other remotes, I'm using the code pad here. And it has one touch to close, with the blinking LEDs. You can still, oh no, you can't. But at some point in time, I am going to put this in service over at my dad's house on the other door or something. And I'm not going to shut the code, but we'll open it up again. I love the look of this opener. The black case with the gold text on it, Craftsman half horsepower. It says the same thing on the back. These are probably some of my favorite square rail machines. Majority of my favorite square rail machines are, or at least Chamberlain square rails, are these Craftsmans. I do like the HD 200D, but besides that, I don't think there's really many others of these that I like. Once again, if this was the belt drive version, this would be perfect. So, let's go here to the back and actually get a back view of this thing going down. So, absolutely love this opener. Hopefully converting this thing to belt drive won't be a pain in the ass. Here's the wall button again. Got this. Once again, just a basic square rail. I think this unit was dated of 2010, if I remember right. It still has the big release rope on it, which I like. The yellow tag on the release rope as well, which you can't see. Now you can. Chain cable drive. Some people like the chain cable, some people hate it. I personally like the chain and cable. I feel like even some of the machines that are full chain, they should still have the chain and cable just because it's a lot cheaper to make and it's still pretty strong. Commercial drawbar machines actually use chain and cable, so I don't know why people are making a big deal about some of the residential machines with chain, like associating chain and cable being bad, because SwiftMaster still uses full chain. So if anyone knows anything about that, let me know. I don't really know or care. I personally prefer chain and cable. And the chain is a bit loose, as you can tell, but I'm not too worried about that. This is probably going to be temporary. Actually, we have the ladder here. We'll have a look at it. Might do a top view at some point in time. Actually, it is a 2007 model. I think it's April of 2007. All the wires are up here. I reused the 4 wires from the Genie. It all goes over there. So that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.